Welcome back to Nerd Notify. I'm your host Damon, and today we're talking No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is developed by Hello Games, and the game actually released today. Thank goodness, because everybody's been losing their mind over just this game in general. The hype on this game is insane. Whether you're super excited about it or not, and you just kind of want to get a feel for it, that's what I'm going to do today. I just want to give you all a kind of quick first impressions on how I feel about it. Today being launch day also means that there's obviously a day one patch for the game, because why wouldn't there be? That seems to be the norm in the industry at the moment. But according to this patch, it is actually fixing a lot of the issues that the early adopters had. I mean, when I say early adopters, I mean the people who basically got the game early that weren't supposed to, whether it was review copies, which are fine, of course, or the people who were paying upwards of, a couple grand just to try to get the game early. Those who got the game early, those saves and everything were actually wiped clean from the server, and they had to start fresh with this patch if they wanted to be able to take advantage of the new things that come through. I don't know what the game was like before the patch. I have no clue. I mean, I've seen some videos and things like that, but I don't know how it played before that. So mine is going to be on these day zero, patch update. Like that's what my impressions are going to be from. Let me start by saying that I actually am enjoying the game quite a bit. It's actually pretty fun. It's about what I expected from the initial teaser that we got. And granted, I didn't follow this game very closely because originally I wasn't super excited about it. But that's only because I just didn't know if I really wanted to get lost in this type of game. But that initial trailer really showed, I think, what they were trying to get across to the crowd was that exploration, finding new things, the ability to jump off planet seamlessly, have a dogfight and then land on planet again without any type of loading screens and all this stuff. So that much I do think is accomplished. But while exploration is the heart of this game, the base, face surface of it, the base level, seems to be resource management, which is fine. That's not a big deal, but you're trying to survive in a lot of these harsh environments or just in general, and you have to worry about resources to keep your life support going, resources to deal with toxicity levels or radiation levels, fuel for your ship, just many things that keep you having to manage some type of inventory, which isn't necessarily unfortunate because some people love that, but at the same time it does take away from the initial just wanting to get out and explore without any issue, without having to think about it too much. So there, I think, is where we tend to lose what was originally shown in that initial teaser. Let me talk a little bit about the game mechanics themselves. The game thrusts you into just some random planet in this massive universe, which I do want to come back to, which is really cool. But you're thrust into this planet. You have a mining tool, your exosuit so you can get around and not die immediately, and a busted ship. And it just kind of lets you go. That is going to seem very daunting to a lot of people at first. They try their best to explain some things, but there's so much hitting your senses so fast. Getting past that initial first or maybe 1 or 2 hours to get comfortable with the mechanics, just really understanding what resources work, how you scan and find things, that's where you start to get a lot more fun into this game. It takes a few hours to get there, I think. When you first come out and you start your journey, it does offer you kind of a choice, which I went with the latter, but I'm gonna explain. There's a choice to either follow the path of Atlas or kind of free roam and do your own thing. I did choose, again, the latter. I went to do my own kind of free roam on thing. I'm very curious to see what that Atlas path would have done, though, because I bet it's a little bit more guided and it helps get you somewhere a little bit quicker. I wanted the chance to not have those reins. I wanted to have a little bit more freedom, so that's why I chose that path. If anybody else did choose the Atlas path, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below, because I'm really curious to see how that's actually going to affect the game and your journey. And I know it does more at the end game versus the beginning. So if anyone has any tidbits to throw in, I'd love to see. I wanted to talk about the technical marvel that it is. The game is based on a mathematical algorithm that helps it procedurally generate these different planets and wildlife and hazards and space flight, like everything. Everything is procedurally generated, and it is a wonder to behold. It really is. Now, I'm only about 6 hours ish into the game, so making it to the end goal, which is the center of the galaxy, is probably quite a ways off for me. Overall, I think I'm enjoying myself. There's, again, a lot to learn. There's a lot to see. Seeing all the different alien species, talking to them, finding these different artifacts of all these different races, and really trying to figure out the story is going to take some time. So I don't want to talk too much about that, because I think at the heart of this game, yes, there is a bit of a story that you can unlock, but so far from my playthrough in the beginning, that's not even in the forefront. It's just having fun exploring and learning about these species. There's no sense of direction. Again, overall, I think I'm really enjoying the game. It's really taken some time to get into it, to really kind of just let loose and just not be afraid to kind of bounce around from planet to planet, or space station, or jump from system to system. Those kind of things are what keep it kind of going fresh, I think. There are people who are going to get bored really quickly, but at the same time, it's going to scratch an itch that a lot of people want. I don't think it's quite what they expected it to be, but it's definitely a ton of fun, and I'm not really upset. I'm going to play it some more to really get a feel for it, and hopefully get you guys a proper review after I've actually finished my playthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a very different one, and I wanted to start doing some gaming things for you all, so thank you for being patient. And I said it, they were coming, and they are, I promise. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share this with friends and family, all that good stuff that helps me kind of keep going. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Don't forget to dance out. All right? Peace.